Imagine this in the sweltering heart of Lagos, where the hum of street markets never quits and the dreams of the skies have long been clipped by Western gatekeepers. Nigeria just flipped the script on global aviation. No fanfare, no red carpets, just a quiet nod from the Civil Aviation Authority to fast track certification for China's C919 jet. That's right, Africa's powerhouse, with its 230 million souls hungry for wings, is eyeing a bed built in Beijing to soar its skies, even as Europe's top regulators clutch their pearls and whisper it will take 3 to 6 years to approve it. Boeing, panic mode, Airbus, sweating bullets. And here's the kicker. That should have every Pan-African heart racing. This isn't just about planes. It's a sly wink at sovereignty, a brazen dismissal of the duopoly that's kept Africa grounded for decades. What if this one move unravels the threats of colonial-era control in the clouds? Buckle up because we are diving into the intrigue, the what-ifs, and the sheer audacity of it all, with stakes that could rewrite Africa's flight path. Picture the scene unfolding like a Nollywood thriller. It's September 2025, and whispers from the UN Aviation Assembly in Chile, Montreal, filter back to the tropical bars of Abuja. Captain Chris Onanajomo, the no-nonsense Director General of Nigeria's Civil Aviation Authority, isn't mincing words on the sidelines. He's musing about months-long certifications for domestic routes, shrugging off the glaring void of Western stamps of approval, which Europe's aviation regulator claims will take 3 to 6 years to certify. But why should we wait? COMAC, the state-backed Chinese plane maker behind the C919, has been cozying up, dangling offers of maintenance crews, pilot training, and even dry leases. It's not pie in the sky talk. Nigerian careers like NG Eagle are already perking up. Their CEO, Abdullahi Hamid, has revealed that he has 3 jets humming now but dreams bigger if COMAC sweetens the deal with support. Why not? This isn't desperation. It's calculation. Airfares have dipped nearly 44% since 2011 per IATA stats. But for the everyday Niger hustler, that's still a stretch. Enter the C919, affordable, ambitious, and ready to bridge the gap. The C919 is China's answer to the skies. This narrow-body beauty touched down in service back in 2023, zipping across mainland routes with China Easting and Air China at the helm. It's no toy. Think a sleek rival to the Airbus A320 or Boeing 737, packed with overseas guts like those LEAP engines from GE Aerospace and French engine maker Safran. COMAC's betting big, churning them out to crack the African and Southeast Asian votes. Yet, here's the plot twist that reeks the old world gatekeeping. Europe's EASA, the self-appointed sheriffs of the skies, is dragging its feet. The executive director, Florian Glurment, claims that validation, scrutinizing, designs, component, test flights will gobble up 3 to 6 years. Why the stall? Is it safety theater or a subtle squeeze on a newcomer daring to nibble at the pie? The C919's only flapping wings in China and Hong Kong right now, with its little sibling the C909 tickling Southeast Asia. But why Nigeria? They are not playing the waiting game, bypassing the timeline. They are forging ahead, potentially green-lighting it for local hubs sooner than you can say tarmac tango. What does that whisper to the world? That rules aren't etched in Western stone. They're negotiable, especially when your continent's being sidelined too long. To To fully appreciate the unease emanating from industry leaders, one must examine the established order in aircraft manufacturing. The sector is predominantly controlled by Boeing, an American corporation renowned for its commercial jets alongside contributors to defense and space exploration, and Airbus, a European multinational that excels in commercial, business, and military aircraft, as well as helicopters. These two entities command the vast majority of the narrow-body market, with approximately 90% share, forming a duopoly that has shaped aviation for generations. Other notable contributions include Brazil's Embraer, Canada's Bombardier, France's Dassault Aviation, and state-backed enterprises such as India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Russia's United Aircraft Corporation. COMAC's emergence with the C919 signals China's intent to disrupt this landscape, leveraging state resources to penetrate markets long dominated by Western firms. The potential for delay in certifications could stem from competitive pressures. After all, Boeing and Airbus grapple with extensive order backlogs and delivery delays that frustrate airlines worldwide. Should nations like Nigeria embrace Chinese alternatives, the consequences could be profound. Reduced pricing pressure might force the duopoly to lower costs or innovate more aggressively, while diversified supply chains could redistribute economic benefits towards the global south. Furthermore, a shift in fleet preferences might erode market share, impacting employment and investment in traditional hubs. What would transpire if Africa and Asian carriers increasingly opt for COMAC products, bypassing Western validations? The result could be a more multipolar industry, where geopolitical alliances influence procurement as much as technical merits. And Nigeria? Bold doesn't cover it. This is defiance wrapped in green silk. As Africa's most populous pulse, it is done twiddling thumbs for Brazil's blessings. Sovereignty isn't a buzzword, it's survival. By quoting the C919, we are not begging, we are bargaining on our terms, with COMAC tossing in the full toolkit. Tech transfers, local jobs, routes that meet the continent tighter. This could ignite a firestorm. Sparks are already flying elsewhere. Cambodia and Brunei have inked early orders, eyeing commercial ops with China-tied coziness. Indonesia's Transnusa, fresh off COMAC's ARJ21 debut overseas, is sizing up the C919 for its booming lanes. Vietnam's mulling barrier bustling ranks, Laos lurking in the wings, and Malaysia. Air Asia's Tony Fernandez is in deep charts for buys and partnerships. Nigeria is the African torchbearer, but this list, it's a who is who of the global south, primed to swell with more like Ethiopia or Kenya sniffing opportunity. What if this becomes the blueprint? A cascade of sets, leases, fleets flipping eastward. It's not just planes, it's power, air travel exploding, enraging stuff for it. Diversification dodging duopoly droughts, cost crashing to lift the masses. The advantages for Nigeria in adopting the C919 are multifaceted and compelling. For local carriers, the jet offers a cost-effective alternative that could enhance fleet expansion, reduce operational expenses, and improve connectivity across domestic routes. COMAC's commitment to localized maintenance and training would foster skill development and job creation, contributing to economic self-reliance. On a broader scale, lower acquisition costs and potentially shorter delivery times compared to the backlogs at Boeing and Airbus could accelerate the democratization of air travel, making it more accessible to Nigeria's diverse population. Environmentally, the aircraft's sufficient engines align with global sustainability goals, supporting Africa's efforts to mitigate climate impact. Should other nations follow Nigeria's lead, the collective effect could challenge the duopoly's hegemony, encouraging competition that benefits consumers through innovation and affordability. In Southeast Asia, where air travel is surging, such adoptions might pressure established manufacturers to adapt, possibly leading to collaborative ventures or market realignments. But the real thrill? Proving we don't need a Western knot to fly high. What happens when the skies democratize? Who wins? Who grounds? In the end, as the sun dips over the Atlantic, Nigeria's gambit gleams like a beacon for the motherland. This isn't rebellion for sport, it's reclamation. A sovereign strut declaring Africa's ready to captain its own clouds. No more hitched to duopoly delays or certification chains. We are charting courses with partners who see our potential, not our pitfalls. Boeing's panic is the sound of empire's echoing hollow. Airbus's thaw, a fading roar against the rising hum of C919 turbines. Nigeria's defiance could be the gust that scatters the old order, birthing an aviation renaissance where African carriers don't just compete, they command. Imagine it, fleets painted in kente and kitenge, linking Cape to Cairo without a western waypoint, while others join the flock. With interest mounting from Cambodia, Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and beyond, Nigeria's leadership could catalyze a wave of change, empowering the global south to claim greater agency in the skies. What future awaits an industry where decisions are driven by diverse voices rather than a select few? Africa's ascent in aviation may well mark the dawn of a new era, one defined by resilience, innovation, and unyielding pursuit of progress. Your perspective matters. What do you make of Nigeria's move to adopt China's C919 aircraft for commercial use? Share your thoughts and insights in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa channel and turn on your notification bell so not to miss any of our future informative videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.